Welcome back to day 4 of the Nativity review from Scheepjes. Remember, it's a free Nativity crochet along from 2024. So today we're talking about the animals. Now we've got the camel, the donkey, and a sheep, a lamb. So, you know, the Bible doesn't specifically say that Mary rode into Bethlehem on a donkey, but we like to imagine that maybe she did, because I'm sure she was likely in labor, so she probably didn't walk in. And the Bible doesn't specifically say that the wise men rode camels in, but coming in from the east, I bet they did have camels with them. And of course we know there were sheep with the shepherds. So let me talk about each one on how they turned out. I was probably happiest with the donkey because I loved the tuft of hair here, the way it's so cute. And then I watched a couple of other videos on YouTube to learn how to connect legs to the body, because I didn't know how to do that and, make them work. And it was very helpful. I'll try to find those videos and put the link to them in the description below. And the little blanket, I thought was really cute. I sewed mine on, although the instructions didn't say to sew them on. Look at his tail. Isn't it cute? Boop. So I was happy with how he turned out, and he stands up on his own pretty well. See? Okay, now this guy, the camel, a lot of it I'm happy about, but there are a few things. Notice his hump is on his rump. His hump is supposed to be up here more, but I don't know what happened. I just don't know. Actually, I think the hump is a separate piece, if I can remember. See, I did this several months ago. But the hump is a separate piece, and you stuff it separately, and then you put it on. But I don't know why I put it on his rump instead of on his back. But other than that, I was pretty happy with how he turned out. I like the where he carries the food and such. His rein, his ears. I thought his ears turned out really cute. Anyway, so I was pretty happy with how the camel turned out, and if I situate his legs, I think his front legs are a little bit too long, so sometimes he falls over. But then we've got the sheep. Now the sheep were a couple things I wasn't very pleased about how he turned out, and it wasn't the pattern, it was me. First of all, I didn't understand how to crochet these loops, and so I kind of made up my own thing. Plus I ran out of yarn, so I had to find this is slightly different shade, and it's not the katana, but the rest of his body is. And I think his face probably should be a little higher, like the stitching for his face should have been a little bit higher, because it looks like he's constantly eating grass. And I think his face is supposed to be a little higher. Anyway, I did find a good video teaching me how to do these loops, and I will put that in the description. Although I'm trying to remember if the instructions of the sheep actually taught you how to do it. Most of the instructions were very clear, and for a new Amigurumi crocheter, I was able to figure it out. But these loopy things made me loopy. So anyway, here is the sheep, and that's the animals, and I was for the most part pleased with how they turned out. You ought to give them a try. So I'll put the links in the description. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to show you a little recap now. Dayna with Nellie DeeCee Crochet.